Hi, folks. We're looking at Larry Sanger. Who is Larry Sanger? Well, let me just show you. This is a PDF. You can see the PDF under the video. There's a link to the PDF. He is the founder, one of the founders of Twitter. And Larry Sanger, one of the founders of Twitter. So that's the PDF there. And it's a very powerful PDF. I would encourage you to read it. It says it's finally time for me. He was the founder of one of the founders of Twitter. He had a PhD in philosophy, and he was profoundly skeptical of Christianity, always criticizing it. But recently, he's come to know the Lord, and it's a very powerful, interesting testimony. He says it's finally time for me to confess and explain fully and publicly that I'm a Christian. Followers of this blog have probably guessed this, but it is past time to share my testimony properly. I am called to going into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. One of the most effective ways to do this is to tell your conversion story. If you do not know this change, if you knew me before 2020, this might be a surprise. Throughout my adult life, I have been a devotee of rationality, methodological skepticism, and a somewhat hard-nosed, no nonsense, but always open-minded rigor. I have a PhD in philosophy, my training being in analytic philosophy, a field dominated by atheists and agnostics. Once I summed up about the fringes of the Ayn Rand community, which is also heavily atheist. So all friends and colleagues who lost touch might be surprised. For one thing, though I spent over 35 years as a non-believer, I will not try to portray myself as a converted enemy of the faith. I never was. I was merely a skeptic. I especially hope to reach those who are as I once was. Rational thinkers who are perhaps open to the idea, but simply not convinced. So this guy, it's a fantastic testimony, and I'd really encourage you to go and read it. I put the PDF under there, but also you can go to his website and read it there if you want to. So let's get to his website. So there is his website. You can read it on the website. You've got the PDF. If you want the PDF, or if you want to go to his website, you can go to his website. There we are. This is his story here. Okay. So one of the things is he was asking questions as a young lad at his church, and the pastor didn't want to listen, didn't want to answer his questions, and that turned him off Christianity. Just turned him away from Christianity because he wanted to ask questions. The pastor didn't want to answer them. So then he became a skeptic, and then he got into philosophy, did a PhD in philosophy, and started to read, started to lecture in philosophy. He didn't think the arguments of Christianity were any good. And so he went down the skepticism. He wasn't nasty towards Christians, but then one of the things that changed his mind, why he started to begin to read the Bible, is one of the things is that the atheists were too bolshy, too much aggressive, so he wasn't impressed with them. And he felt the skeptics weren't really dealing with some of the main answers about life. But anyhow, what happened was he was talking to a friend about the occult. His friend was saying, the Hollywood people, they're all into the occult child sacrifice and all that. And he started researching it and reading it, and he started thinking, well, wait a minute, if there's all this evil, there must be spiritual beings then. And so that's how he went back to the Bible. He started reading the Bible, and that's how he came to an acknowledgement that Christ is the Son of God and died for him. It's a fantastic story, fantastic, and I to really encourage you to go and read the article either on the PDF. There's the link there. So I'd encourage you to go and read the article, and you're going to be blessed. It's a powerful story, and you're going to be really blessed. So I'll leave that with you. This is the GG podcast. Pray that we can get that podcast going, and yeah, just read it and be blessed. God bless you and take care.